Stampers, this is Susan Petty Baylor. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in West Hartford, Connecticut. And today I'm coming to you with a special project. This is January, and it's actually my birthday month. And with a $66 order, I'll let you figure out how I came up with that number. You get a special gift. I have several thank you gifts that I give to my customers when they purchase through my online store. I send them all a reusable greeting card every month. I don't write in it. It's for you to send out and use as you choose, or keep it and file it away for ideas in the future. And that's for when you place an order in my online store. Also, if you place a $60 order in my online store and use the host code, here I've got this month's host code, it's good until February 15th, you get another special thank you gift this month that happens to be the pastel pearls. These are new from the January through June 2021 mini catalog. So you get lots of perks when you place an order with me. But being that this is my birthday month, I have a special project that I want to show you. And one of the main reasons that I wanted to show you this project is I'm using the new Love You Always treat boxes. You get 10 boxes in a pack. And let me just show you, they're in the mini catalog on page 11, right in here. And they don't look particularly sizable. I think they look kind of small in the picture, but when you get them and put them together, they're actually a really nice size. And I wanted to put one together for you to show you how it goes. These are no glue. They just fold together. But you know, when you first open this up and you look at it and you go, oh my gosh, what in the world is this? So there's two pieces. There's this, which is the box bottom, and there's this, which is the box top, and it's a matchbox type of box. So the box bottom will slide into the box top. So when you get this, you'll see that it's all pre-scored, and you want to just fold along all the score lines. These little tabs, well, let's see, you're going to fold in the smallest tabs. And then this next tab you're going to fold in this way, and this end you're going to fold backwards. Again, on this side you're going to fold this one backwards. Okay? And then I'm going to do all these. Okay? So we get everything all nicely folded, and you'll notice that on this end there's, can you see that? There's this little tab that's sticking out, and that matches with this slit. I don't know if you can see that in that box, and everything's going to lock together. So let me show you. This is actually going to be the bottom of your box. And you're going to bring up the sides like this. And it's a little awkward until you get the first sides together. Let me see if I can fold these back out of the way so you can see. So I'm going to fold in these two small side tabs. And this tab over here I'm going to bring up and over those small tabs, fold it down, and then this little tab that we folded backwards, it's going to go like that. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Now this isn't going to stay. You're just going to have to hold that and come over here on the other side and fold that down. And then the next one, you want to do this shorter tab. Again, we're going to fold that backwards. I'm going to fold that down, so now it's going to stay together. Okay? You have all these, you can see these three tabs in there. And then this particular tab is what's going to lock everything in place. And you can hear that little click when that tab locks in place. And so then you have this really nice, sturdy box bottom. And the finished box is actually 4 1/8 inches long, 2 3/4 inches wide, and about 1 3/8 inches deep. So you can really get a lot in here. And then you would slide the box bottom into the top. And it's a very firm fit. It's not difficult to slide in, but it's tight. It's not going to fall apart. You're not going to have to worry if you have anything in here that it's going to open and spill. It's really a nice snug fit. And then you just push to get this apart. And I want to just quickly show you a few things that will fit in here. I have 3 packs of embellishments that fit in here. I have 2 jars of embossing powder that fit in. I have some multi-purpose liquid glue that fits in here. Hand sanitizer would fit in here. I had, let's see, this was a pack of 5 of the Stampin' spots, the uninked ones. These fit in here nicely. I would just take them out of the bag, and maybe put the bag in the bottom for the recipient so that they know what they are. And then you can just, fit those in there. And what else? I said hand sanitizer, gum, all kinds of candy fits in here. So it really, like I said, it really holds quite a lot. But what I want to do today is decorate this box, show you how I did it. For this entire project, I used this Lots of Hearts. It's a photopolymer stamp set, and the coordinating many hearts dies are here. And those you'll find in the catalog on page 15. Again, this is the January through June mini catalog. So this is the stamp set that I used, and this is the die set. I'm also using this Love You Always Designer Series paper. It's a specialty paper. It's foil embossed paper. It's really beautiful. I wanted to use the Blushing Bride ribbon and the Love You Always foil sheets, but that's not here yet. I thought I had it in my order, and it's, I guess, another order that's coming. Let me just show you very quickly the specialty paper. It's really beautiful. This is the Blushing Bride embossed. This is the Sahara Sand. And then this is the Rococo Rose. And the solid foil sheets that I was talking about before are the same colors: Rococo Rose, Blushing Bride, and Sahara Sand. So you have, these foil embossed designer papers, specialty designer papers, and then also just the solid foil, which would be really beautiful together. I have cut a piece of Sahara Sand designer specialty paper, and this is 3 7/8 by 2.5, and this piece I'm going to use for inside the box. And then I have 2 pieces of the Blushing Bride, cut at 3 7/8 by 1 1/4, and then 2 more pieces cut at 2.5 by 1 1/4 inches. And then I have a piece of the same designer paper, cut it 3 3/4 by 2 3/8, and this is going to be for the card that's going to go on the top of my box. And to make the card, I have a piece of Rococo Rose cut at 5 by 3 7/8 and scored at 2 1/2. So instead of just putting a piece of designer paper on the top, I'm actually going to make a little card to go on the top instead. So that will be my decoration. So let me just quickly put this together so you can see how it goes. And just press that in there. I'm going to fit this in here. And then I'm going to use this 3 7/8 by 1 1/4, these two pieces on the sides of the box, the long sides. Trying to keep a nice even border around the edges. I'm a green glue or Tombow multi-purpose glue girl. I like having that, just those few seconds to be able to move my designer paper or cardstock, whatever I'm gluing down. I like those few seconds to just kind of be able to move it around just a hair till I get it into place where I want it. And then you have the two pieces of 2 1/2 by 1 1/4 that are going to be on the sides. It's not really a directional paper. If you had a directional paper, you'd want to be very careful about how you cut it. You want your pattern going all in the same way. Actually, maybe this is a little directional. One thing I forgot to mention is that these boxes are food safe. So the inside of the box, when you put it together and you feel it, it's kind of glossy. So it would be very difficult to try to color the outside of the box, which is why I'm gluing designer series paper on instead. All right, so this is going to be my card front, and this is my 3 3/4 by 2 3/8 piece of designer series paper. I'm going to glue that on the front like so. You could cut it a tiny bit smaller maybe, but I just wanted a very little bit of the Rococo Rose border showing through. And then I took, let's see, I used this stamp from the Lots of Hearts. It's this one, it's just polka dots. And I used Rococo Rose and stamped it on white. I used this little bunch of flowers and stamped it on white using Momento Tuxedo black ink because I'm going to color this in with Stampin' blends. And I have these two hearts that I'm going to cut out using Rococo Rose. This is the smallest heart outline, and I actually wanted this, just punctures holes in the heart, and you can actually fit it right inside. There we go. Goodness gracious. So I'm going to take this over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to cut these out. And these I'm cutting out with the same heart outline. They're going to be 3 hearts, all the same size, just with different decoration in them. So hold on and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back with my 3 hearts all cut out and ready to go. I'm just going to quickly color in these flowers. I'm using all light blends. This is light granny apple green. don't usually do the green first, but changing it up this time. This is Light Flirty Flamingo. It was the closest that I could get to Blushing Bride. There is not a Blushing Bride blends. And I have light Rococo Rose. And I would have had light Purple Posy, but my light Purple Posy has bit the dust. So I'm using dark Purple Posy. And then I'm using light Poppy Parade for the centers, which I know sounds really odd, but I wanted the contrast, a little bit of pop of color. Okay, so that was very quick and simple. And then let me just get this creased down a little bit better so it lays flat. And then I'm just going to lay these out on my card front to where I want them. And use some liquid glue. I just want these at a little bit of an angle. Liquid glue on the back of this, being careful to stay away from those holes so your glue doesn't ooze through. And then I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this heart. Because this isn't being mailed, you really could get away with just using one dimensional right in the middle, but I'm a little overzealous when it comes to Stampin' Dimensionals because I don't want them to collapse. Okay, so I have that. And then this, I'm going to glue to the top of my box. So my box will be decorated and have a card built in. So what a cute idea for a shower gift, or not even a shower gift, but you know, like a thank you gift for, what do you call them, favors. Favors for shower, baby shower, wedding shower, birthday party, all those kinds of things that we can't do right now. But once we all get vaccinated, we'll be able to do them really soon. I have a piece of white, basic white instead of whisper white now. And this is cut 3 3/4 by 2 3/8. Let me just very quickly stamp that little heart down at the bottom. And then I'm going to glue that to the inside of my card. Just like so. If I had thought of it, I would have done this before I glued it to the top of the box. And then that's it. That's all decorated and looking pretty. And then let me show you. I have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, little miniature Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And I used the same flower stamp, and you can see I colored them, and then I punched them out with a retired 1¼ circle punch. The other thing that would work is the layering circle framelits, the smallest one. It will be just ever so slightly smaller, but it will work. This 1¼ punch is just a tiny bit larger than the edge of the peanut butter cup, and this is just a tiny bit smaller. So you'll see just a little bit of gold foil paper that peeks out from behind your peanut butter cup. So that is the finished box. And then when the recipient opens it up, they can help me celebrate my birthday by eating Reese's peanut butter cups. So there you go. And then when they're all finished eating, their box will have this pretty designer paper on the bottom, and they can reuse it for something else. Okay, this is my January special birthday celebration gift for any $66 orders during the month of January only using the host code. And all the information about how to order in my store, the host code, all the measurements, all the instructions to put this box together will be in the description below this video. If you like the video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, click subscribe and then click the bell icon, and YouTube will notify you anytime I upload a new video. So thank you for watching, and happy stamping!